Hey everyone, I wanted to show you the thought process I had behind my entry decision this morning. And so this video here has my trading platform on the left hand side and I have Aggra.trade on the right hand side. As you can already see, I'm already into my trade. As you can see, I have an open position. My entry price was 10,454, and part of the reason why I decided to make the entry was due to several facts. One, whenever I looked on the 6-hour chart, I saw an overall green tide. So I decided to go with a long today. And in order for me to do that, I needed to be at the bottom of a short. So on the chart, you can see here that there are several things that I'm looking at. One is that there was a pretty decent decline here, and there were a couple of reversals that would have led to a re-entry, but I really needed some confirmation before I made that entry. So that's why you see that my entry point is a little bit above where the reversal takes place. When I look here, just based on the middle level, I had the opportunity to earn about 30%. If I get to the previous level before that, I have an opportunity to earn about 41% on the trade, which is fine in a short-term trading situation like this, which could last anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. That's not that bad of a return. So some of the things that I looked at was the fact that when I made my entry, they were at the bottom of the money flow index, right? And also there was a declining volume in the number of shorts that were entering, as you can see from the volume chart. And those blue lines that you see there are Bollinger Bands. And normally whenever the shorts are in control, it follows the bottom, and when the longs are in control, it follows the top. So it's stuck pretty close to those Bollinger Bands, and that coupled with seeing movement in the money flow back up, and also seeing the 10-second chart on the right-hand side convinced me to go ahead and make that entry. So where we are currently, as you see in the video, is that we're already sitting at about a 23% gain. And one of the things to recognize is that it's not a straight shot up. That when you get in, there's going to be fluctuation in the pricing. You're going to have the longs are going to have their way, which they have right now, as you can see. If you look on the 1 minute, you can see that they're a little bit past the 50% mark. If you look on the Aggra.trade green and red bar on the right hand side. If you look at the 10-second chart, you already start to see a decline, right? And this is one of those moments to where you have to trust what your target is and not be scared to get out, unless of course it drops horribly and down below. Then you have to make that decision for yourself what loss you're willing to take. For me personally, my liquidation price is 10,442. So I have a long way to go when I look back on the chart and figure out what the previous lows are. So I've already trusted my decision in the 6-hour. I already said that I'm going to go long. If it goes down right here, I'm trying not to worry about it, because that's only going to make me take a decision that I'm going to regret later. So what I do is I just wait patiently, and as you can see, after that drop, we're still into the 2nd minute here. We're starting to get a little sideways action. And so I'm just going to wait it out patiently. So here you see me looking back on the 1 minute chart, and also actually the 6-hour, sorry. Here you see me looking at the 6-hour, getting confirmation again, seeing if anything changed or not. We're still looking good. Higher lows. It doesn't have a higher high, but again, we are into the new 7-hour. As I mentioned in my feedback, you get in whenever there's a good retraction from the top prices, which is what I did. But I just wanted to see and confirm my thoughts here on the 6-hour chart. And as you can see, we are riding close to the top line of those Bollinger Bands. So again, I still have confidence that the longs are in play for this short-term period. That can change in the next 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. Now I'll go back over to the 1 minute chart, and I'm trying to decide, okay, am I going to stay in this, or am I going to cash out? If I cash out right now, that's only 18%. After fees, I'm only walking away with a 3% gain. I've already made my decision ahead of time of what my profit goals were, which was 25 to 40% based on the trend, based on the resistance lines or the support lines from the previous short. So just waiting patiently to see what happens here as we go through this little sideways action. So here you just notice a quick sell. Look, a $1 million sell off. That could be someone trying to push it in the downward direction. It could be a long just ready to get out of his position. But I try not to let these situations scare me, because if you look at the 1 minute chart, it made very minimal impact to the actual candle size itself. And on the 10-second chart on the right hand side, you already start to see some movement back up. Yes, the shorts have majority of the trades, but I see some movement being pushed back for the longs here. So again, another confirmation that helps me not get out of a position too early. This is the point where a lot of people would get scared. They're going to see the second bar here that's red, and they're going to say, oh yeah, this is going back down. But again, in moments like this, I just think about what my original goal was and try to keep in mind what my profit target is, and reassure myself about my price decision on my exit. Well, this video goes on and on and on, and quite frankly, I waited it out for about another 10 or 20 minutes on the decision, on the exit, and the outcome was such that there was another rise, another decline, another rise, and it hit the support level for the shorts the second time. And I was at that point, I was thinking, should I just take my 35%? But I personally rolled the dice. If you want to be safe, you want to be secure, go with what you feel comfortable with. But I was willing to take the extra risk to squeeze out another 10 to 20% based on the third previous high. So I hope this helps you think about how you enter into a trade, stay into a trade, and pick your exit point and manage your emotions as you go through these very short-term trades.